IT, everybody knows about IT because all of you are from IT companies. Information technology, all the softwares, SAP, Oracle, business softwares, and whatever you talk, applications, they're all IT. All data centers and everything is an IT. Then is a communication technology. Communication coordination technology, I call it, because it brings the people together. Where is SMAC, the social, then mobile, analytics, clouds. That is this. And third, I call it a OT. OT is an operational technology, which is automation of all the real life domain things, like vehicle is automated things, and power, it has a power, plus Internet of Things, sensors, they are making a OT. Seamless integration of this is going to be a digital technology. And it is predicted by Cisco that by 2020, 37 billion non-living things will be connected to Internet. That means they'll have their own IP. You can communicate, you can talk to them, depending on what you are allowed to. So that is going to happen. That means, imagine, in tomorrow's situation as a project manager, in your team, you have some people, you have some things, and you have maybe some robots who can talk to, you directly. And you have something non-living which are not even talking to yourself without that, because of business rules and other things, they are taking care of themselves. This is going to be a scenario which needs to be very, very different than what is today. So what is the changes which coming? A hyper-connected world will be created. Change business scenario. Industry 4.0, which Germany has made the global let's say vision for 2022, and construction 4.0, which we are trying to create. So what is Industry 4.0? What has changed over the years? This is a quick some of the things you can see here. You can see the Industry 1.0 was in 19th century, for example. Everything was, before that, everything was manual. Then the power generation, steam engines came, that was a big change in the industry. Then industrialization, that means assembly line, early at 20th century. Late 20th century, you got electronics automation like NC machines, CNC machines, ERPs, and all these systems. And now Industry 4.0 talk about smart automation. That means human interventions are reducing significantly, and use of digital technology is going tremendously. So some of the scientific fictions we have seen, that is the kind of scenario is going to come. So that is their Industry 4.0 vision. For us, construction 1, we defined early, maybe 20th century, most of the work was manual, because manual work was always there in construction. Construction 2.0, we say, okay, formally architect came into being, the designers came into being, then project management came into being, the construction equipment, some of the equipments came into use, ERPs also started, people started using it, and low automation was still low, project management came into being. Then construction 3.0, this is a term coined by one Italian about 4 years, 5 years back, which say besides architecture and design, where the BIM in the morning, you heard about him, came as a big boost to them, totally changed scenario. Then lean processes, lean systems came into being. Then the lean project management came into being. That means elimination of muda, muri waste, elimination of waste, equal balance work. It's not that one person is very heavily loaded, other person is sitting on bench. Those kind of things are eliminated in that. And besides ERP, you have CRM, EPM. EPM is all this Primavera, MS projects, and everything came into being. But construction 4.0, what is primary difference is the digital technology. All these things remain in design. For example, besides BIM, you have a virtual reality or extended reality that has come into picture. You must have seen Google's, goggles. Then lean digital building, smart cities. People are talking, although people don't talk about what really can be the smart city, but at least people have started talking about it. And where digital technology plays a very big role. Lean digital project management, low labor intensive. Labor is more or less removed because that is the main cause of delays. And digital technology, use of cloud-based ERP, cloud-based CRM, cloud-based EPM, and all the sensors in a very big way. That is a construction 4.0. So the benefit is what he was telling in the morning, Mr. Manish, that can you cut down, say typically what happens in construction, if you want to buy a flat which is, promised to you to deliver in 2 years time, and finally they give in 3 years time, we are saying it's promised in 2 years time, can you give in 8 months time? So somebody in the morning, I couldn't meet him, but talking about mass production which is required, can we cut down the delivery time by 2/3? That is what can happen with the lean digital project management. Okay, it's a long way to go, but that's the way. Okay. What I am saying is, or BT and BT saying that construction 3.0 can be skipped. And this has happened like in our own country. We have seen in telecom. We have directly moved from landline, which was, creating so many problems 10 years, 12 years back. Today, nobody is worried about that, and you have all smartphones, So we have skipped that. So we didn't have to go to that, and today India is among the top 2 in terms of mobile using, in terms of technology, in terms of everything. So we skipped, same thing, we can skip construction 3.0 and directly come to construction 4.0. Okay, this is 1 or 2 examples. Because of digital, what has changed? Your services has changed. I don't know how many have seen this home plus virtual stores. Have you seen this? Please raise hand if anybody has seen. Now, for example, today you have e-commerce, definitely but there's a new concept of home store which Tesco has started, as you can see here. It looks like a store, but it's not a store. It's only photograph the stores. So when they put in various places, and the best place was a railway station, like metro rail. You put all this thing, waiting time for the next train, or if you are waiting for your friend, you can do the shopping. They have all the queue tags, you can take the pictures and make the payment through your mobile. It's the application simple. By the time you reach home, if it takes more than 1 hour to reach home in most of the big cities, that's the situation. By the time you reach home, your material also comes over there. That is a situation. So that means the type of services people are thinking is very different, giving the same experience as you go to, because you can't go to malls every day. You go to mall every week only. This you can do every time, anytime, anywhere. That is the kind of. So these are kind of things which come. There's another thing. So services are changing, and that's why project managers need to change. This is what I'm saying. The other thing, if you see, is the products are changing. So this is a BMW car, which is, my first job was in Mahindra's car making, or automobile making, not car making. I can't call this as a car, because this BMW has more than 1,000 sensors and about 3 million lines of embedded codes. So whether it is a mechanical system, or it is a machine, or is it a digital equipment, it's very difficult to say. In fact, they spend more money on software and hardwares so what it does, couple of features I'm just giving for interest sake. One of the feature is, now at least in India also, in Hyderabad, they've started checking your breath test, So whether you are, especially on Friday nights, if you're, coming in, you will not be allowed to drive, or you will be penalized. What it has system, when you sit down on your seat, it has a sensor which will immediately analyze your breath. And if the level of alcohol is more than what is allowed, no matter what you do, it will not start. It won't start. Simple. Okay? It may have a voice command. Okay, start. And if you are not, had anything, then it will start. Then you want to go to somebody's face, so it has a SIM card. So it's just like, mobile also fitted as a part of that, and both are synchronized. You can select your friend's place, and then you can say, give the address. Orally you can tell, okay, I want to go there. So map will come, will put the identifier. It will just, verify with this. Okay, this is the place address. So using GPS system, it identifies, finds out the system from the which is the route which is least crowded to take you faster, if that is what you want. Or if you want to take another route where you want to pass through some big shops, you can do all those things, and it'll take you there. Lots of features are built in of that type. So what I'm trying to say is, products are getting different, services are getting different, and because of this is very important slide, I mean, in short, we're saying products are getting changed, customer services are getting changed, organization structure has to be changed, the culture of working has to be changed, the tool and equipments will be changed, the technology will be changed, the partner ecosystem will be changed, because you can't get 1 or 2 or 3 partners who can develop the mobile also, analytics also, mobile analytics, and so many different types of application integrated with ERP and all that. Very, very difficult. And if all those changes, the process have to change. There's no choice, and that's why the PM process also will change. So this is the same scenario today. Another thing is change business model. What is changing? The word is the shareholders' delight, which we have been taking. Typically, if you are taking a flat, throughout the 2 years, you are so unhappy with this guy. We never attended you properly, never accommodated the changes you want to suggest, and finally he has given a maid which is beautiful, okay? So you are happy. So you are delighted, but throughout your journey of interaction, you have been very, cursing him. So it has moved for stakeholders' experience. How do you provide experience engage at each point of interaction? That is changing. We say we versus they. In fact, in the morning talk of integrated project delivery is towards that. We versus they. What is the contractor versus owner? It's not that. We are all one team. So the long-term collaborative partnership. PM really says even project management with all this knowledge of PMI being there for 50 years is still triple constraint we are struggling with. Are we not? All the projects are getting delayed, or scope is reduced if you want to get, blah, blah, blah. Let me not go on. But now we are talking about going beyond triple constraint. So sustainability, she is basically safety, health, and environment. Taking care of that. Green, you have to take care of that. It's going to be even tougher. The government, everything, most of the construction thing, the infra project was the government. Today we talk of PPP and PP and things like that, so, which is going to be much. In the morning itself, he told how it is very difficult in metro to interact and manage so many stakeholders. Several contractors will go to integrate project delivery. People intensive will go to technology incentive, and service providers profit will shift to value maximization of customers. Changes, I've just written the thing. Agile at least has gone to one step of level, but in construction, you want to buy a flat, you want for a small change. A small change is, as a standard, the kitchen platform is made at a particular height, but unfortunately, your wife is very short. So that height is very bad for her. And you don't want, because if she starts working on that, she will have back pain after 2 months. Or if you're lucky, your wife is very tall, either way it's bad. But they don't accept this change, So how do you welcome change? Because why am I asking for, or you are asking for a change? Because it's going to add more value. So if you are resisting to add value, that does not happen tomorrow, it will not accept it. So that is a change business scenario. Okay. We talked about deficiency of the current systems. In fact, even we talk. But in construction, very interesting. As a CII, you are talking about, CII is not our CII, but CII is a construction industry institute. They have worked out in construction, the total amount of efforts put by the people, only 10% is value added. 90% is a waste. Either 57% is a waste, totally waste, and another is enabling system, finance fraction, HR fraction. Now, if you are buying a flat, how does it matter whether your finance team is this fat or this much? How you are bothered if your HR team is this fat or this fat? We don't care. I want my final flat. So if you see that point of view, 90%, and that's why you see the opportunity is tremendous in that. 66% of the projects are, okay, let's skip, everything is on to you. Okay, so we have tried to list down, based on our surveys and all, what are the deficiencies in the current PM systems. They'll be all known to. I'm skipping that. So I'm coming directly to what is the need. The need is doing the same thing again and again doesn't yield better results. That everybody accepts but doesn't change. Significant changes are required to improve the industry and construction execution excellence and deliver exceptional value to the stakeholder. Exceptional value to this, which is not very easy. And lean digital will bring that uniqueness and the value. This is what we are saying. So what is lean digital? Empowering customer and deliver better experience. Empower customer. So you can imagine that you are, buying a flat in Lodha's, and you get a SMS from Lodha in your mobile, can you come and suggest us the changes which you want in your flat? What you will feel? Happy or unhappy? So if you say, but I'll charge you 1 lakh for that, still you will be happy, but okay. Then you say, okay, I'll charge only 50,000 rupees. Then you'll be more happy. If you say, okay, I will not charge anything, you suggest me the change, I'll incorporate. What will happen to you? Come on. Happy or not happy? Okay, so you'll be happy. Now what I am challenging all the project managers, all project managers try to be a controller, not problem solver. So you have to change the role. Now what I am challenging all the processes, so much waste is built in, 90% is the waste. In the morning, Mr. Manish said, 20% of the cost can be brought down just because of BIM following it very strictly. I mean, if he's changing the cost of the project by 10%, and he saves his 20%, he gets more money and he gets more money. It's only you have to change. The project manager has to change the way. That's why. So empower the customer to deliver better experience. Identify and eliminate the 8 wastes. There are 8 wastes. I'll not go into that details. Adapt the lean digital technologies to bring the predictability and certainty in the workflow. As I said, if the project director is telling you raise the bevel gear quotation now and talk to the people so that it reaches within 7 days before the actual failure takes place, is going to change lots of things. That is the predictability. Leveraging the layer type collaboration intelligence. Now, suppose he doesn't want a flat owner or new flats, he doesn't want to give individual freedom to everybody, or suppose he gives, and then there's some common facilities, like there's a clubhouse. So if he's crowdsourced, that means write to all of you, this is a clubhouse, what are the facilities you want, what is the kind of ambience you want, you give suggestions. So if there are 500 buyers, you got 500 suggestions. It will be much better than what the architect can think of. I think crowdsourcing is something you have already seen, it's getting very popular. So this is what is happening in leveraging the real-time collaborative intelligence, real-time, and provide the better value. So, okay, we say that there are 8 characteristics to be called lean digital. So these 8 characteristics, I'll just read out for you. I don't know whether I can read. I read out from here. Can I have the mic? I can't read. Anyway, if my eyes are weak or my ears are weak, that does not reflect my age. Hand mic. How many of you are wearing specs? Who are inside? Are you 60? So that doesn't affect. So first is the empower customer. Does it empower customers? Can we talk about mass customization? And that too without charging extra. That is a lean digital. And it's possible. Every process can be changed, and especially in construction, because someday or other, either you already have a house or want a bigger house, or you want to buy a house in future. If the constructors or real estate developers follow this, you will be really not delighted, but have a great experience. So empower you. What do you want? We will make those changes. We'll